All right, bro. Give me 1 second. I just gotta check. Yep. All right. Yep. We are doing a Man Check episode at the moment. Currently.
Okay. Right now.
Yeah. Right now. We're hopping into it.
Okay.
Welcome to Man Check, your daily dose of Mitchell and Noah on a lovely Friday evening, and we just want to dive into something to all you fans out there that listened on Monday. A little more about that self-control. We talked a lot about sexual self-control, and there's other things in life that we need self-control on. Social media. Being addicted to my phone. I am on my phone. My screen time was like 7 hours on average a day last week. So
8.
Really?
I was 8.
Really? And you don't even have social media.
But here's my thing. Yeah, I don't even have any social media. I have no Facebook, no Instagram, no Twitter.
And you beat me?
And
what
I
are
beat
you
you.
watching?
YouTube.
Wow.
That's the thing is I don't have YouTube Red. So I think if I had YouTube Red, I could click on a show. I watch hour-long shows. And I have to keep my phone on and open.
Yeah.
Or else you close it, it stops.
Yes.
So if I was able to have a YouTube Red account where I clicked it close and could, just have it running like a podcast, done.
Gotcha. So you're kind of addicted to YouTube in a
Oh,
way.
for sure.
Same. I'm addicted to TikTok, as everybody already knows. I can't.
See, I don't have a TikTok either.
You're missing out. I mean, you're not missing out.
I used to have
yeah,
a TikTok.
So you know what you're missing out.
No, I know exactly what I'm missing out on. Yeah.
I see. Of course, with me, as we've talked about in the past, I have such an easy schedule, such an easy semester, and
Yeah, that's right.
I cannot, even when I have like a simple assignment, something that literally is just, hey, click 5 buttons and turn it in. I will procrastinate that because I'll be on TikTok. I'll look at the time.
Because it'll take 5 seconds to do.
Exactly. So I think I can do it whenever.
Yeah.
But so I don't know if you do the same or if any other people do this, but
No, I'm perfect.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, have we not said that already? You're physically perfect. I'm mentally
We
perfect.
should combine.
Come here. Watch out, watch out,
weird.
watch out, Ellie.
Hey, it's PG. It's PG. We're keeping it PG.
We're trying to.
But I don't know if other people do this. I do this a lot when I'm procrastinating to do homework or even just going to sleep. I'll look at the time and let's just say for instance. Yep. See, you already know where I'm going.
I already know where you're
I'm
going.
laying in bed and it's like, let's say it's 11:17. I sit there and think to myself, okay, I want to be on my phone a little bit more. I can't go to bed at 11:17. I mean, who that's bad luck. Who goes on at 17? 11:30. I'm putting my phone down.
Yep.
At least till 11.
Hard deadline.
You got to put it at You got to put it at the hour, 15 minutes, 30, 45 minutes, or
You just said
back
the
to the
same
hour.
thing twice.
Yep. I'm just filling
Just
in
keep
time.
going.
With the
Hey,
show. Yeah, just roll with it.
Just say every hour of the day.
So
You might as well.
1 o'clock,
1
2
o'clock,
o'clock.
1:15.
Wait, 1 a.m. What? 1 a.m.
Oh, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
1 a.m. 15.
Yep. We fast forward through all that, but yeah, I do that, and I do that with homework too. I sit there and say, "Oh, it's 10:12. I'm gonna wait till 10:30 to do my homework." Or 10:15.
Well, that's the thing. But the problem is, and I know exactly where you're going. You get to 11:30, 10:30, and then 10:31 hits.
Yeah.
I gotta keep going.
Dang! I gotta wait till
I gotta
11.
keep going.
Yep. But no, I do that, and that's a self-control thing. Frankly, if I had the self-control, I would just look at it and be like, I know I gotta do something. Put it down. Don't care what the time is. It could be an odd number. I could deal with odd. I can deal with the karma later.
Yeah.
But you should just do it. But I don't have self-control for that.
Are you a karma guy?
Oh yeah, I believe in it
Really?
to an extent. I know that goes
What's
against.
your extent with that?
Okay, so it's more so I believe doing. Okay, here's a prime example. I even wrote about this in high school. If I work at a restaurant, of course, and let's just say I drop a small wrapper, a little itty bitty thing on the floor.
Okay.
In the back of my mind, I sit there and think, okay,
I'm not getting into heaven.
I'm going straight down,
Straight to hell.
straight down. I think in my head, if I purposely ignore to pick up that wrapper, knowing that it would be wrong for me to leave it there, knowing that it would mean someone else has to pick it up and cause them whatever small pain of bending their back,
Yeah.
that later on I might have to pay the price for that, regardless, no matter like whatever
Okay.
it is. Or I simply sit there and think, is this something, and this sounds really dumb, I'm relating this to picking up a wrapper, is it something that God would be proud of me doing, knowing it's wrong and purposely not picking it up? So that's what it kind of comes to. It's like,
While you hold yourself to the absolute highest standard possible,
it's weird. You can call
but then you don't.
Exactly. It's almost like I justify things. Like if I don't think twice about it, I can kind of ignore. I can be like, oh, it's fine. It's biodegradable.
Yeah.
It'll mesh into the carpet.
Justifying things when it comes to like holding yourself responsible and having that like self-control to say no. Oh my gosh. Like I can't even count the amount of times where I can feel myself in my head going, nah, man. Nah, you're so good.
Yeah.
Just don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like totally fine.
Yep.
Like, you're like just have the cookie.
Yep.
Just have the second cookie. You only had two. Why don't you have the third?
You're going to work out later. Might as well finish it off.
Might as well finish off the whole pan. It doesn't even
I
matter.
do that too. I
Yeah.
do that as well. I'll justify eating something just because I'll be like, oh, I played basketball for like 10 hours yesterday. I can do this. That's
Well,
fine.
and I'll do the same thing with sleep too. And
I was about to say,
that's where it really gets you. Hey, are you beating up your mic?
I'm sorry. Sorry,
Hey,
Mr. Mike.
excuse me. You got to treat it with a little bit. That's your sister's mic, okay? It's not even yours. You got to treat it with respect.
Yuppie.
That's a woman mic right there. You just beat a woman.
You're not wrong. It's kind of feminine.
Excuse me. I need to clip this. Mitchell just beat a woman. He's on camera.
Really? You gonna call me out like that?
I'm gonna call you out. I don't even have to. You put it out on blast.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just had to, I had
I'm
to
sorry,
do it
baby.
to you.
I'm sorry, baby. You love me? I know you do. All right.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear a response. I think
heard
she's
it.
scared.
I heard it. She winked at me. The little light that down here, it blinked twice. So.
Like twice. Okay. Oh, the little like
Yeah.
I got
I got you.
the hookup.
Yeah, like we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, just don't even worry about
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So,
But like I when it comes to like, you know, having that extra ounce of self-control, it's always in the moments of like, it's the second past when I just say, well, I'm already there. Might as well just throw off all caution to the wind. Doesn't even matter.
Yep. I already failed.
Already
Try
failed.
again tomorrow.
Might as well just do it again.
Back when Vine was a thing, I saw one of my favorite Vines was the guy slept and he had to get up at like 8:30 for school, and he got up at 8:35 and was late, and he's like, try again tomorrow. And he just goes back to sleep. Try this again tomorrow.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Relates to what you said, but the whole sleep thing, it's only a week old. I bought an alarm clock, an actual one, because I lay in a lofted bed, and right next to it is...
I loved the lofted bed.
Yep.
Dude.
I have the lofted bed, and then my bureau. Do you know what a bureau is? Like the whole
Wardrobe?
wardrobe? Yeah, bureau wardrobe. The wardrobe.
It is a... Yeah, that's funny. I
technically-
never thought about that.
bureau wardrobe. Yeah, it is weird.
What's the difference out there?
Yeah.
Send us images.
Yeah. But it is the perfect height, so that way it is basically like a side stand, but a really tall side stand. For me, it's the
okay.
perfect height. So I leave my phone up there. Of course, I have the habit of just hitting snooze. So what I did was to fight that, because I can't just put my phone down there. I bought an alarm clock,
Okay.
and at first I just put it on the desk, which is underneath my lofted bed.
Sure.
But the issue is, I realized how little self-control I had, that it would go off, and I could reach it from my loft thing, like reach the cord, and I would just unplug the cord.
Oh
So I
my
wouldn't even have to get out.
gosh.
So to have even more self-control, I moved it across the room, and literally it's across the room. And now when it goes off, I physically have to get up
Yeah.
to turn it off.
There are some that like run away from you.
Yeah, there's
They're
like
on
puzzles
wheels
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like you have to like do something.
Yeah.
But then whoever has it is just going to do the same thing that you did.
Exactly. Just unplug it. Or throw it against the wall.
And okay, so that's another huge thing with self-control. It just in any area is the workaround. So there's a feature on iPhone when you have, time limits set on your phone for certain apps. It'll pop up on Instagram. Oh, you've reached your time limit for the day. Time to put your phone down and do something else, you loser. Well, guess what's at the bottom of the screen?
Cancel. Right.
Oh, ignore.
Yeah.
Ignore limit.
It's just a little reminder. And if you're already having a good time on, yeah.
It's too easy to ignore. And I think with cell phones and like just our boom of technology, I think my fiance is totally right. I think she is right in saying that as a society, I think we're going to have a regression away from like being completely inundated with technology. We already see it, like utilizing some parts of technology to leave, to go off the grid. Like I'm going to go live in a van across the country, which super appealing to me, by the way.
Yeah, it does sound kind of good. Nice.
Just driving around with some of your best friends and then just sleeping wherever.
Yeah.
Oh, is that not interesting to you?
No, it is. But I'm sitting there thinking like I would want to take pictures. I want to do whatever.
Yeah.
And
You just got into you just witnessed a Mitchell daydream.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mitchell kind of went like, oh, wow, hold on. Hold on, I got to come back from another planet right now.
I just thought, and steal this idea if you want, if you have a software developer out there listening. It might already be developed. A good app, of course, iOS has what you just said,
Now,
quick
Colin,
ignore.
do you want to put that out there? You could potentially patent this, you know what I mean? Yeah, screw it. Put it out there. Yeah, put it
I
out there.
trust y'all. Y'all are my best friends, right?
Hey, come on,
We're all
you're not gonna
homies.
say
We're all
anything.
homies.
Hey, this is between you and me.
And it could already be developed. An app that does that, but would make you have to do something like solve a puzzle. So there's that extra barrier that would take like 5 minutes or something. You have to solve this puzzle.
Right.
And you sit there and you're like, okay, do I really want to solve this puzzle just to continue doing something that I set this barrier for? Or do I go through with the puzzle and use my phone? But then also, here's the engineering issue in my mind is, what if it's an emergency? What if you have to call somebody and your phone won't let you because of this app and you don't have time to solve a puzzle? Or you're filling out an application or homework, then there's that issue. So anyway, if you can come up with something around it, there's your app idea. There's your $1 million idea. Just give me a shout out when you do it.
Because you're basically saying like brick your phone until you know,
Solve this puzzle.
solve a puzzle or
exactly
something.
that. So, but
I could get behind that. I don't even like having a phone.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I like it. It's convenient, but I don't like the physicality. I don't like the actual use of it. Like, it's just, I catch myself too many times just distracted from things not that I have to do and things that I want to do.
Yeah.
And it strips so much from both that I have to just say, well, I guess I wanted to use my phone for 4 hours today,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I'm like, like that takes a level of self-control that I don't think a lot of people can separate from, because like, I think a phone is much less a tool and much more an extension of self at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at one point, a cell phone was, this is totally practical. You can call me at any point, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's, well, I have to have my phone because I have my work email
You
on
have
my
so
phone.
many things on there
I
now.
can't not check it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're on there, well, might as well scroll through Pinterest.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
might as well scroll through some Twitter.
And that's all psychology. That's how they
Yeah.
designed it that way.
Isn't-
The colors they choose.
Yeah, the blue. I was gonna say,
everything.
isn't
Yeah.
blue like supposed to be a
It's
suck-in color or something?
yeah. One of my friends, when me and my friend had an app idea, and there were these colors, and they have a name. I just can't think of it. It's not.
Primary colors.
No, it's not primary. No, it's like a
Addictive
soft
color?
color or something like that.
Okay.
That just it grabs. It makes you just want to touch it. I guess you could say, or like it makes you happy.
Tell me what that color is, and I'll wear it around Ellie. Maybe she'll change her mind about me.
Oh, that's
Hey,
great.
babe, I love you, but come on, bring it in.
Bring it in. But I lost my. Oh
Oh, do you want me to pick up?
no! I got it.
Oh, you got
the train started moving before you could.
Okay.
My friend that I was just talking about, that I was thinking about the app, his idea, because he started realizing he's on his phone too much,
Yeah.
and it would take away from it when he was in schoolwork and priorities that he needed to accomplish. That he was thinking, why don't I just get two phones, where one is like a normal iPhone, but the other is a flip phone? And so when I know I have something important, I have to do good throughout the day, I'm gonna go put like my iPhone somewhere far away, but keep this other phone on me in case someone needs to call me or someone has to text me.
Yeah.
But if I have this flip phone, I can't go on Instagram, I can't go on YouTube. I have people can still contact me, I can still be reached if need be, but I can just bring that on.
Well, dude, let's honestly, let's just go back to pager.
Sure. Yeah, a little device on the side. Just
Yeah.
beep, 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 beep,
Someone
beep,
needs
beep.
you. Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
Because let's be real. Let's be completely honest. How many times is somebody really, really trying to get at you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just on an average day.
Yeah.
How many times is somebody really calling
needs you.
that needs you to answer?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, your mom may be like, "Hey, what was that? What was that
Yeah.
thing that we went through last week? Does that need to be answered immediately?"
Yeah. I'd say once a week, honestly.
Once-
Not one. No,
gonna
I'd say once every other day.
Text
maybe.
your mom back once a week.
Once every other day, I'd say. In terms of needing me,
Coming from the other podcast, this is so surprising. Because you're like, oh, my mom. Come on. Whenever I
talking
see my
about
mom, I want to hug her.
I know, but I'm talking about someone's reaching me, needing me.
Okay.
Has to get an answer from me. Mitchell has the code.
Yeah. Well,
Need them.
really, I think of it in terms of how often I'm using my phone when I'm with Ellie. And that is the biggest tell, because I don't even touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm with anybody who I'd be talking to.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot when I went out on dates a lot with another ex. God, all the time.
Another
And
one?
different ex. But
We got to get a running total of
Yeah.
how many exes we both have.
I really only have 3 I reference, honestly. But she'd be on her phone a lot, and I always caught myself not being on my phone, which I thought was surprising, because I was just with someone, like you said. I know I'm gonna be with this person. I know I'm gonna talk to him. I know I'm gonna enjoy their presence.
Well, I just don't have any. There's nothing to do. Like it's you. Like I'm with you.
It's
I'm
being
talking to you.
honestly, it's rude to be on your phone sitting there texting or being on social media. And I've personally made it a rule in the back of my head: if I go on a date with somebody, like even if it's like a first date, especially, and they're on their phone, like, and it's not important, like their mom didn't just text them, where coworkers, someone's trying to get a hold of them. If it's just like, hey, they're checking a thing and they got to text a friend back or got to check my Instagram, hey, split check, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, I think on a first date and even like just starting off,
That's an easy gauge.
what do you mean?
That's an easy delineation between yes and no.
Yeah, I just think if I'm not interesting enough that you can't not check Instagram, I'm not going to be able to have your full attention ever. Because it only because think about it.
That's true.
Just you get more comfortable with the person, so you're more likely to check your phone do things like that later on. If you're doing that right off the gate, I can't even imagine how much worse it'll get.
That's okay.
So
I like that. I'm totally out of the dating scene, so that really
you don't say.
No, right. But I'm just saying like that. I'm so far removed that in the past, 4 years now that that's.
I think that's
pretty cool.
I think it's a good little requirement, I guess you could say. There's I have a bunch of little side ones, but
somebody's gonna listen to this and find a problem with that somehow. How dare you?
How dare you?
She probably
my Instagram is my life.
Yeah,
I need to be posting all the. I am.
So that's the other side of the coin is with self-control and people who that is their job, right? So like the addiction part of it is you.
Yeah.
Right. So you are posting a bunch of workout
because you want followers,
TikToks,
you want people to be seeing your stuff.
You don't get anything from it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's paying you.
Not all the time.
Well,
you can work your way up and.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, but
yes,
nobody's paying you.
Gosh, again, I'm being the crap out of this mic. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to step in and defend. All right.
My hands be down here.
I'm very close. Step back.
That backhand rule. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the other episode?
Yeah. True. That's a lot of speed. That's a lot of power.
That actually wasn't that fast.
Yeah. You see that's how fast I was.
See how fast this was, man? I'm gonna swing it as fast as possible. But one thing I did want to just jump in on real quick that I don't think we did get to touch on before, which we totally meant to, was the bachelor party. We never did. We ever touch on that?
No.
Because it's not necessarily self-control, but I think it's a fun topic just to like bringing guys together. Because a lot of times when guys get together, there's like a facade level that like has to be broken through. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to get everybody together before we went to the bachelor weekend, because I want to get there and everybody just be like
cool with each other.
Let's freaking just have a weekend.
Go nuts.
Yeah. I mean, well, let's. Yeah.
I'm going nuts.
My uncle, if you're listening, yes, we will respect your lake house. I promise.
I'm not going nuts.
Hey,
I want to be very calm.
We'll just be going Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, that's what we mean.
Soda pop.
So yeah, pop. Do you say pop or soda?
Soda. Who said
soda? Okay.
I'm not from
Coke.
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 People that say pop, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, that's
sorry, you Northerners.
That's not a real thing. But yeah, once we get everybody there, I think it's gonna be fun. Like Evans called me, and we went through basically like the whole weekend of what that might look like. I think we're considering doing like a poker night. There might be some things related to like who's the best groomsman kind of thing.
That's boring me.
That's boring. It's gonna be me for sure. I'm actually interested to see that because like Evans has a lot of history knowledge, but I feel like you have a lot of more practical day-to-day knowledge of me
maybe
than him, because he has life knowledge of me, but you don't have that.
Yeah.
And then everybody else has like a bunch of random ass knowledge.
That
true. That
you have a bunch of
groomsmen,
that you were close to at one point, got really close, and I have those too.
Well, that's what it comes to. Is like I think this is a big thing with relationships with guys, is that guys, when we have a boundary with each other, we have that boundary. Like it's kind of like we don't really cross it. We don't really until the second that boundary is broken. All bets are off. Like we're in it. We're freaking cuddling. Like
best friends for life.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wearing stripes? I'm wearing stripes.
Yeah.
Best friends.
Did we just become best friends? There's so much room for activities. Like I think like that scene in Step Brothers really it's the quintessential male relationship. It's like not like we hate each other until we become friends, but it's like there's a healthy level of hesitation.
Yeah.
Before it's like, okay, all right, we can actually be friends now.
And it's something really simple. It could be the most simple. You just, like I said, you just be like,
graze
wow,
your nutsack
I like,
and-
yeah, a little pat on the ass.
Well, that's why baseball, like sports.
That's why I like all my teammates a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that funny?
It just unlocks things. It's like a
It's like a
achievement unlocked, butt touch.
Oh, got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
But like self-control with guys and girls, like that's why relationships are so funny to me, because when you have, like, I was once a hoe, like serious man hoe for sure. Like my senior year of high school, I was the rent-a-date of the century. I went to 3 different proms. I didn't even go to my own school's prom.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
That is weird. It's very
I never thought it was that weird, but it was weird. Because I went to Mill Creek prom, I went to Kings Ridge prom, and I went to so many proms I can't even remember the third one. But I went to 3 different proms, and I was like, I don't know. I wasn't dating any of those people. We didn't even do anything.
I don't even know.
I went to Milton prom.
I don't even know how to. Milton's like a castle. Milton's crazy.
yeah, it's
Milton's
nuts.
like yeah. I don't even know how to get in that situation. See,
Dude, friends. Get some friends.
I have friends. One friend that I'm getting a lot closer
Have
to.
friends that are girls.
That's the issue.
That's the best way to find a mate.
That's
and
the
I
issue.
think
How do I do that?
Healthy boundaries and self-control with girls who are friends give you the best outcome later. At least that's what I found, especially with Ellie. Like, we spent the whole summer together. Like, when we first started dating in 2017, that was the best summer I've ever had, right? Because it was just us being friends first. And, you know, we knew each other for that long, but there was that healthy self-control in the relationship where it was like, okay, like we set a framework and a nice solid concrete pad for this house to be built on.
Yeah.
Where do you find like that most falling apart for you in relationships with girls? Because obviously something's going wrong.
We're
I've
all about exposing ourselves this week.
I've got you beat, dude.
Oh yeah, you 100% do.
Not like I'm trying to win. It's just how it works.
But you're winning.
Well, I mean, if you said it, not me.
I'll expose myself. This week is all about exposing each other. My confidence, believe it or not, is just crap. It really is. In terms of girls, like going to the gym or, you know, sports, I can be as confident and cocky as I want. But when it comes to girls, I am a chicken shit, dude. Really? I really am. And I'm not afraid to admit it. When it comes to like going up and like talking to a girl, that's for whatever reason in my head, it sounds like, oh yeah, that's easy right now. I have a million pickup lines I could do. The second it actually like becomes an option, like to happen,
right?
I'm like, oh yeah, no, not today. Like,
really,
it's weird, and and it's not to say that I think I'm an ugly guy or I think I'm a really attractive guy that I should get all these girls. It's just like I've never been turned down. And before you think that's cocky, I haven't been turned down because I've never actually chased.
Oh,
anybody I've dated,
anything that's happened
to me or fallen into my lap kind of thing.
There's a big difference.
Yeah, so I've never like saw a girl like, wow, I really want to like date that girl, and then like chased her and like pick up lines, flirting. It was more so like mutual interest, or she was interested in me.
Happened all the time, dude.
So
I don't think you have the healthy respect yet for the chase.
I don't.
You know, as much as I think other guys do, where it's like you literally are head over heels for this person, and then they just do not like you back.
Yeah, but I need to feel that. I need to go through that rejection.
And I've done that for somebody else, right? So it's like I've been that person that person liked.
Mm-hmm. And just be like,
and I was like, nah, I sorry, I don't feel the same.
I need to go through that. I really do. But the thing is, it requires me to put the effort in, and it requires me to not be a little.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And it requires you to actually like somebody.
Yeah, that's true. Well, believe it or not, it's when it comes. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. My confidence is.
Ellie and I might have somebody for you then. And we were scheming earlier this week when we were on FaceTime, trying to think like maybe we can plan like a double date or something to like, I don't know, just at least have you guys meet in a more, you know, focused setting.
Before we go into that, and the other thing I just want to say out there, the other thing that goes through my mind right now currently because of the situation I'm in, I could be in California in like 5 months. And if I get
Okay,
attached to
dude,
somebody,
John is the same way. He was like, I could move to New York in 2 months.
yeah,
And so and that's what makes me laugh is why does that perfect person require you to be nearby?
I know, I get
You know,
that.
I'm not saying that's the perfect person.
I get it.
I'm just saying in the case that works out
Yeah.
and you're like you let yourself be vulnerable with that person and you know you let those boundaries kind of come down, you have a little bit lax of self-control to be able to like focus in on what you know this relationship,
Yeah.
and then you're like, okay, I gotta move to California because you said you wanted to move to Texas
No, I do. Well, if I'm allowed to work remotely, I'm going to Texas most likely.
because she might want to too.
Well, that's the
See,
yes,
I
get it.
don't want to sound like
But
I'm
what if
playing,
she doesn't?
no,
That
she But
oh.
anyway, I don't want to sound like I'm playing matchmaker because I'm really not. It's really Ellie. She's she's super funny when it comes to that kind of stuff because she wants to see her friends happy.
Of course, I do too. I try to match my friends up with a bunch of different people. It's weird.
Yeah.
I can match them up with other girls, but I can't. I wouldn't have the confidence to do it myself.
You're like Hitch. It's like Hitch.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Hitch?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like Will
That's
Smith.
exactly
it's like
that.
he can do it for anybody, but when it comes to himself,
He's crap at it.
He can't do it.
But yeah, it's the back on like the California. So like right now, like I mean, there's a girl that I go on dates with relatively regularly, but the thing is,
Right now?
yes, but we've talked about it multiple times, and she has a clear understanding. I have a clear understanding. I'm not committing to anything personally until I find out whether or not I can be remote or not, and where I'm going to be. Because if I'm going to California, I'm not getting. I told myself I don't want to get in a committed relationship with anybody and then move across the country.
Well,
'Cause
that-
I don't want to
yeah.
deal with long distance.
That's what I thought when I entered into college. I was like, I don't want to enter into college and be dating somebody. That's stupid.
Well, but I think it's across the country is a little bit different than just being in college
Well,
or separate college. Across the country, I've dealt with long distance in terms of just being an hour and a half.
no, I get long distance, and let's say it this way: my parents were dating, right, and then my dad went to the DGA trainee program out in California.
Yeah,
You know, worked his way through that,
yeah,
and my mom broke up with him. She flew out there, broke up with him, flew back, and she dated somebody else,
yeah.
right? And so we always make fun of her. You broke up with dad, stupid, and you know we give her a hard time for it. It's just funny. But I 100% agree with you. I think distance gives perspective to a good relationship,
Yeah.
which don't misconstrue that with you're trying to use that as a scapegoat to say I just want to get out of this, right? It's a function of is this working?
Yeah.
And then later on, obviously they got back together, and I wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case.
Very right. I just think I'm thinking about the now. I'm thinking about my perspective on life and the situation I'm in right now is I know me. If I get in a relationship with somebody right now and I move across the country and let's just say they're still in college and they can't move or they don't want to go across the country, frankly, I'm going because I already signed.
Yeah.
Like that's where my career is taking me and that's where I want to.
I think
I want to follow this job, but
yeah.
as I've lost my train of thought.
When we had John on before,
Yeah.
you were saying, like, not this most recent time, but for the first time,
Yeah.
you were saying something similar, and so was he, which is it's job over whoever you're dating.
Right now it is because I'm not
Yeah.
even dating somebody. That is a more important thing.
Right.
If it was wife, if it was, long-term
Fiance
girlfriend
over-
yes,
yeah.
it would be different. But like right now, that is what's happening. I don't want to start dating somebody right now and then have that be jeopardized because that is something I don't want to, what's the word?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Exactly. Because I feel like I'm going to resent the person a little bit for it.
Yeah, I could see that. You are much more of that kind of person. I
yeah.
forget transgressions so fast, and it's actually kind of scary and annoys Ellie to no end because we can be in an argument. 30 seconds later, I'm just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm still in it though.
Yes.
And so she wants to rev it back up, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm good. Let's move on.
Yeah. So like I'm down to go on dates. I'm down to get to know people while I'm here, but whatever you want to set up
No,
or
I'm not-
anything or
listen,
even the
it's
person
not me.
that I go on dates with now, she knows
I'm not doing anything.
I don't want to be committed because frankly I know me. I know I'm not going to be on that relationship. I don't want to get attached. I don't want to be heartbroken. I don't want to break someone else's heart.
Does the girl that you're hanging out with as a friend now listen to this show?
Yeah.
She does?
Yes.
Like consistent, and she
Yeah.
comments on it and talks to you about it?
Yes.
Okay, what's her name?
Kendall.
Kendall. Hey, how's it going? I'm Noah. Nice to meet you. Mitchell is obviously here with me, and I get to spend a lot of time with him, and I love him to death. I am nervous because I don't want you to get in too deep with this idiot over here.
Agreed.
Because he is, I'm telling you right now, he's so dumb. So
Yeah,
just,
no, I
hey,
agree.
just a fair warning for you. Be careful. Just be careful. All right.
I agree 100%. And,
Hey,
and
he's smoking hot. Listen, I get it, Ken. I get it.
There it
I
is.
fall victim to this too. He's a smoke show.
there it is.
But I can't let you. I haven't even met you in person yet. But I can't let you just fall for that. Listen, I feel like you could do better emotionally.
You definitely can 100%. I'm a shithead.
Dude, I'll tell you, it's late right now when we're recording this, and I'm having too much damn
Oh,
fun.
I love this. Yeah. I gotta say something just because you went on that.
Okay.
Kendall, you. Oh, wow. Well, I don't want to direct it. We've talked. Me and her have talked about it. She knows my thoughts on it. I understand her thoughts on it. She knows that.
Are you guys like serious?
What do you mean by serious?
Like, are you guys not
like-
seeing any other people?
We've talked about that actually even recently. That I told her, look, if you have any interest in any other guy, please go date, because frankly, most likely if I go to California, this isn't. We're not going to be dating. I'm not doing a long distance thing. She knows that I'm going.
So she's hedging her bets.
Yes, basically. And not that I don't enjoy hanging out with her. I just know that if I commit and I get attached, it's going to be heartbreak for her, and it's going to be heartbreak for me, because I will be going to wherever the job takes
Even
me.
if you guys weren't meant to be. And I think that's a really good lesson for people with
Yeah.
self-control in relationships, when especially in maturity like this, where you know that this is a choice that I'm going to have to make. And that's
Yes.
kind of the self-control you have to choose in this
Exactly.
relationship.
As badly as I would love to just
Yeah.
be like, you know what, let's just be boyfriend, girlfriend, let's just commit to this and let's just see where it takes us. I would love that. Frankly, I would. But I know for a fact that if I'm moving out there, I don't want to be in a committed relationship. I'm going to follow this. I don't want anything to sacrifice that job. I don't want to negotiate with that.
Yeah.
And so I'm staying committed, that I'm free. I'm willing to go on dates. I'm willing to do whatever while I'm here, but I'm not getting in a committed relationship.
Mitchell does not negotiate with emotional terrorists. Okay? He does not.
It's not happening. I've done it in the past. I won't stand for it
No, he will not.
or sit for it.
This nation of Mitchell. Damn it. I'm telling you right now.
Exactly.
But
So-
yeah, I think, dude, I love you, man. And I think when it comes to like self-control in relationships, I always find it so curious how people in their own minds can talk themselves into different situations. And obviously, like, you have a very hard line with, I'm going to make this decision. I'm going to make this decision.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people don't have the gumption to be able to come out and say, like, you know, they're really wishy-washy.
I think it's developed.
Yeah.
I wasn't like this. I was very wishy-washy. I was willing to do whatever for exes, and frankly, I just started to develop, like, you know, this is the rest of my life. If I start sacrificing for something that might not even be the rest of my life, like a girlfriend,
Yeah.
where I might not even get married to the person, why would I change my whole life's path in hopes that something like this, you know, works out? And back then I was dating somebody for a long time, so I was
Yeah,
willing
right.
to make that sacrifice because it's been established.
It was
But
seeming
making
to go in
something
that
new,
direction.
I was like, you know what? This is the rest of my life. I got to deal with the decisions that I make, because that could be permanent. This might not be permanent.
And I do have to say,
So-
you're a much more easygoing person since you ended it with your very long-term 5-year
Yeah.
ex. And that's not a knock on her.
It's not. No.
I think it just speaks to how much you can learn from dating somebody and also not dating somebody.
Exactly.
Perspective is truly 2020, and I
I
want
think
to
it's
put.
hindsight is 2020.
Oh,
hindsight.
damn it! What did I say?
Perspective. I got you.
Yes,
I got you.
Hindsight is truly 2020, and now that 2020 is behind us, let's get
2021.
Let's get 2021 hindsight.
Yeah, why not? Why not see better than most?
Come on, upgrade it. All right. So thank you for tuning in.
Tune in.
I will see you Instagram for sure. Thank
All
you
right,
for
great.
tuning into the show. We're excited you join us. Check out mancardpodcast.com, Mancard Podcast on Instagram, and mancardpod@gmail.com. Send us emails, and Kendall, hope to hear from you soon. See you next week.